Lloyd Vehicle Consulting stickers, t-shirts and mugs are available by clicking the link to the Google form in the video description below. Good afternoon. Today is the 16th of April and this is the Transport Museum at Wythall near Birmingham. I'm actually here for an event which is called the Octagons and Longships event. As you can see, you've got various MGs and Rovers and some other things here, but we'll have a look around the Transport Museum as well whilst we're here, because why not? We might have to skip our usual rule viewers because buses in particular tend to run on a certain type of heavy oil that we don't talk about on this channel. But we'll just go around and have a look. To Denmark in 1948. Yes, of course. 1931, AEC Regent from Birmingham Corporation, OV 4486. It's probably used until, sort of 15 years of other worn out. Worn out in just 15 years, wow. Some of these I'm sure we can have a look inside, but other ones I don't know if we can. The nearest thing I think we've sort of actually been to, no, I can't go in that one, is the Cobham Bus Museum, which we had a look at as well during the I'm Not Social event, which would have been back in 2021, I think it was August 2021. Is this a Daimler Fleet Line, viewers? I sort of vaguely remember these from when I was very young. It's hard to get these buses in my camera, actually. Yes, it is a Daimler Fleet Line. Let's see here. This is the P. I imagine be about 75, 76, something like that. Yeah, JAV 613P is this one. There we go, lovely period photograph of one of them being used in the West Midlands. Sunbeam bus. Is this a oh, it is a trolley bus. Excellent. And there's sorts of information about trolley buses here as well. Don't know why. Can't see that. So there we go. Yeah, we had a look around the Black Country Living Museum actually back in 2022. So this one is 1949 Sunbeam F4. The trolley buses were used until 1963. Just it was stored in Hampshire for some reason. This one here is a Guy, a wartime austerity bus. So it's 1944. Buses built to a very basic specification. I don't think I've ever seen this sort of austerity style bus. There's one of these actually outside that you can sort of hop on and have a little ride round. Can't remember actually what this is it's called now. Maybe when I go outside I might get a bit of information. We've got 1970 Midland Red. Can't remember the. It was bodied by Plaxton. It looks a lot older than 1970 to me, but you know, what do I know? It's so hard to actually show these buses sort of properly unless you get right the way back here. So this is a Daimler Fleet Line, 1968. So similar to the Leyland Atlantean that I have heard of. It's a nice looking bus actually. Oh yeah, this is one of the green Routemasters. It's the sort of thing that my mother used to travel on in Croydon, which would have been in the mid-1960s. 65? wonder if we can actually have a look inside. Yes, we can. Excellent. Which it feels like a very different type of experience getting in this and sort of walking around in it than it actually was when I used to take these in London in sort of the early 2000s, the red ones, because they were still around then. This one, see if actually the seats are any good. Yeah, the headroom's still not particularly good, is it? I remember these windows, one of these windows as well, that being like this. Right, let's go down the stairs and not fall over on the way down. Always be best, don't fall over. I remember going down these stairs when these were moving. There we go. Excellent. Right. Yeah, the green ones were used for sort of more country routes, as far as I remember. Fire engine in here as well. Late 1920s Midland Red bus. Crash gearbox. I don't think really that I would like to drive one of those views. It wouldn't go so well for me if I did. Another Midland Red. Interesting, they must have sort of commissioned their own buses. So rather like the sort of Routemaster, but it was made by AEC. BFB. Oh, okay, so it's a Leyland chassis, but it's its own special body. Yeah, don't ring the bell. I've heard that all day already. It doesn't do wonders for my nerves, that kind of thing. Bristol. Is this a Bristol low decker or something? I don't know. I'm going to have to avoid singing the Ombuses theme tune, viewers, because it will be very annoying for you if I do, but I will avoid it and not do that. Oh, this is also a Lowbridge double-decker. It's 1949. The Guy Arab 3. Still with a crash gearbox. Let's have a look inside this one. So this has still got a door rather than an open platform. The seats don't look massive. Let's see if we can go up without falling over. Oh, yes, here we go. Yes, of course. Put the seats up at the top here. It means that you still got to have the same headroom as you would do on the buses standing up, but you don't need the headroom if you're just going to be sitting down. In fact, let's take a seat up here. That works just fine. You just got to sort of shuffle along there. Which probably would have been less convenient if you're stuck in there and it's your stop. But there we go. Not fall over down the stairs. Ooh, it's a coach by Jeeple. Does that mean this is a Bedford or something? Maybe there's an information sheet that I can have a look at which will tell me, so my ignorance is not discovered so quickly. Oh yes, I'm right. Yeah, it is a Bedford. It's a 58. Sandwell Motor Company. Let's have a look at the luxury of late 50s coach motoring, shall we? Look at this. Isn't that amazing? But one concern I would have is something like this would be it would get very, very hot in the summer in something like this. I don't think there'd be any air conditioning. But that is a very different experience. I'm just hopping on and off that Guy bus. It's admittedly it's a few years earlier, but they would have been in service about the same time. See something a bit newer here. Is this a Leyland Atlantean views, or is it Daimler Fleet Line? going to have to look. Birmingham's longest running bus. No, not that one. This one. I suppose it's Daimler Fleet Line. There's no information about that one. Oh well. The last trolley buses ran in 72. Really? Right, okay, Guy. Guy Arab. It ran until 1977. So it's 27 years old when it went out of service. I'm sure people must have been kind of wanting a new bus by then. And single deck, 1950. This is another Daimler. Yes, it is. You can see the radiator grille. Got one similar to this at the Black Country Museum. We saw it last time. I'm going to go on it actually. Standard Birmingham bus, made by Daimler for the chassis. Ooh, one of the first ones. Tilling Stevens. Gosh, no, I'm not getting up that way. It's got one of those fly-off handbrakes. It's much easier having a little step thing there. There we go. No upholstery. Oh dear. Solid tyres. Wow. Okay. Right. Let's go and have a look at some other exhibits and some of the other buildings. Some other stuff in here as well. This is a Series 1 Land Rover. This will be an 86-inch wheelbase one. Actually, maybe longer. I can't remember now. I'm very bad at this sort of thing. Actually, 86 is a lot shorter than this. What do they call these? It's the predecessor to the 109, isn't it? Can't remember. Anyway. Oh, Leather National. Yes, I remember these years. I definitely remember those. Obviously, the body of these was adapted into the we call them sprinter trains. No, for Pacers. The sprinters were later. The Pacers, I remember those as well. For some reason, I'm quite fascinated just to walk down here and see what else is here. It's another Lloyd National, isn't it? Ooh. Daimler converted bus. It's a sort of tow truck. It's amazing parking, isn't it? Don't know what this is at the back. I'm not sure. Can't get to that anyway. It's very quiet down here. Ooh, yeah. Can't remember what that coach would be called. Somebody in the comments section might be able to see it. We'll have to go around this National, take a look at the back of it. Maybe somebody can tell me what type of coach this is. I don't know. There we are. About 1970, 71, something like that, just red registration. Let's go into the next building. This is very shambolic, isn't it, viewers? But there is a reason they're called Shambolic Shuffles. There's the service department. There's a Bristol having some work from 1965. Oh, wow. Didn't realise we had things as modern as this in here. I remember these being everywhere. Not the Daimler one here, but these. I forget what these are actually called. How on earth did they get that past that post? Someone's obviously a much better driver than me. An open top bus here. I think we'll do the same thing. We'll walk down here, and then we might come back and get inside that one. Oh, it's Leyland Titan from 1947. It's got so many buses here, viewers. Daimler one. I think that's another Daimler one as well. I forget the model name for that. don't fall over the ladder. It's very cold in here, isn't it? It's a Guy as well. I think Guy stopped making buses in the 50s from memory. Another one of these recovery vehicles with key plates. Excellent. It's getting a little bit dark in here actually. I'm going to have to come to a better lit section. But what on earth is this? Oh wow. You've got to be a brave person to take on something like this. Oh my gosh. Whew. And we've got some slightly dead mannequins in here as well. I better get out of here, viewers, because it's it's a bit dark and a bit foreboding in here. We shall go back to the seaside open top bus. It's a bit more kind of, I don't know, jolly and less frightening. Gosh, I remember the Routemasters have a sort of similar idea on the floor to them, don't they? You see, this was an earlier one than the Routemasters. Routemasters came in, I think, the late 50s. There is enough room for me to walk around in here. Although, if I was much taller, that would not be good. I think if you're 6 foot or under, you're okay. Okay, so the seaside rain's coming down on me. But we're nice and dry up here. Oh, hello. Oh, yeah. You don't want to move around too much on this. You get a bit frightened you might fall out. But there we go. Oh, you can see the top of that one. It's pretty good, isn't it? Yes, I remember the seats like this as well in this next one. Oh, yeah, we've got a view here of another Midland Red. So they've got several of them. Moving this stuff around really must be something of a logistical nightmare. Right, oh, Scania Hall. I wonder if that's sponsored by Scania. Oh wow, we've got some more in here. See, no public access over here, but there's a lot going on, isn't there? An awful lot. Crossley? Is that a trolley bus or something? I don't think I've ever come across that make before. Oh, it's one of those Bedford fire tenders. Wonderful. Right, I think we can go out this way. Let's get out of here. It's hard-working people here, viewers. Very hard-working. Let's get across to that Scania Hall. I'm severely tempted, viewers, by the burger van there, but we must continue and complete our shambolic shuffle around the Transport Museum. Yes, Metro Camel Wayman. I can't remember what model of this is, but I remember the make. Certainly do. More guys and Leylands. Don't know what type of bus this is. That one's cordoned off. I wonder if that's like an Atlantean or something. I don't know. It's a Bristol VA in Sheffield. Oh wow. Okay, I might have ridden on one of these then, because sometimes when I used to go and visit my grandparents in Sheffield in the 1980s and 90s, we would take the bus around with this sort of livery. So that one's from about 1971. Midland Red Leyland bus, 1953. 1923, 1970, Midland Red built its own. That obviously makes sense, doesn't it? That's why we see so many Midland Reds around here. There's their logo there. Transport, okay. What this is? Looks like it's a little bit earlier than a Routemaster. Is that an open top one as well? Yes, it is. Right, we've got to be systematic viewers. We need to make sure we cover everything, so we must adopt some sort of order if we can. Look at these here. Midland Red pre-war double-deck bus. Potteries. Did they really make a bus that was branded Potteries? That's crazy. There's an Albion, yes, I've heard of those. The first Midland Red design of all. Wow. This would be in 1923. Let's go this way down here. Another Bristol. Another Daimler fleet line. Might see the front of those when we come back. We've got electric vehicle hall as well. I don't think the electric vehicle hall is full of Teslas. It's probably full of trolley buses, isn't it? And things like that. There's a lane and recovery tender there. Obviously, if a bus breaks down and you need something to tow it around, that sort of thing will do it. Bristol VR, 1969 to 70. Yeah, another one of the Midland Red buses, 1965. Leyland Tiger Cub. Don't know what year that is. And Midland Red. A lot of them are HA plates. I wonder if that's near here. I registered them. And we've got loads of electric things. A Smith's electric post van. Can you look inside? Made in sort of near Newcastle. Transport Department, Wolverhampton Corporation, Bill Street, Wolverhampton. Actually bothered to address all the little parcels. So driver's seats here. It looks very easy to drive. I think somebody's covered over that accelerator pedal. Yes, here are the front of these buses. Some of them were definitely the sort of thing was in service when I was younger. I think it's another Leyland National. Another Daimler Fleet Line, I think. What is this? Oh, some more electric stuff. 1938 Metropolitan Vickers, battery electric. 1935 Electricar airline van. Oh, gosh. 1947 brush van. How on earth did this stuff survive? Goodness me. But we got some milk floats. This is 64. I wonder if this is Smith's as well. I know Harrods had sort of electric vans, didn't they? Is this a Wilson? Another Smith's. It's very useful for milk floats where you're constantly stopping and you don't go very far on your milk round. Don't know what that is. Oh yeah, it's a, who knows? That does not look very comfortable. There's no windscreen at all. You sit on this bench. Yeah, maybe I won't sign up to join the local dairy. I don't get put on the milk round. So Ross, 1973 to 4. I keep getting that Benny Hill song in my head, but I better not. Better not start singing that. There's a copyright infringement. I remember these. What make with these? Unigate I remember as well. They don't exist anymore, I don't think. 1956, Morrison electric car milk truck. I didn't realise there were so many different types of these milk floats. And obviously some of them were only made for very small areas. Another Smith's. This was a 58 and it was withdrawn from service in 1991. Goodness gracious me. Walsall District Co-op. Okay, I guess it's a Northern. I've heard of Northern Coach Builders. So it's 59. Yeah, I just don't see these milk floats around anywhere, do you? Can you even get a milkman anymore? I can't remember. The last milkman we had was when I was a student in Durham. And, yeah, he used to come and deliver our milk, but I haven't heard of anybody having a milkman for a really, really long time. Midland County's Dairy, Birmingham Dairies. It's funny, it's called a dog. 1965. What's your registration number? Oh, it's dog 639C. Childish, aren't I, viewers? Morrison electric car. Morrison electric car. It's by bakeries. Maybe we've seen it about this one. Right, I think we will go outside because there's actually more out here as well. Including a little train, which we're going to have to use a little bridge to get over. Hello, I'm Ernie, the fastest milk float in the West. Ernie doesn't seem to be going anywhere. How can he be fast if he doesn't go anywhere? Oh, Benny Hill. Benny Hill actually, in his sort of early life before he became famous, he worked in a dairy in Eastleigh. There's a plaque on the side of the Swan Centre, which now stands on the site of a dairy, actually. I think Benny Hill's a very, very interesting man. Fascinating man. He was very kind of low-paid jobs that he had early on in his life. He wasn't from sort of a kind of posh family or anything like that. Anyway, it's enough about Benny Hill. Another Midland bus. So you can actually ride this one for today. I've seen it moving around. It's been a bit frightening, actually, really, in a way, because if you're not careful, the buses come round the corner. But yeah, that's 66. Got another one here with an Austin Rover advert on the side. Oh, yes, please. Motor Show 84 advert. There we go, yes. Motor Show 84, Hall 4, stand 208. And, oh, it's a Metro Cannon Wayman, 8182 registration. I forget now what this type of bus is called. But there we go. I can hear the little trains running around, so we might actually be able to catch that as it pulls into the station. I'm afraid I don't want to pay £1.50 for a ticket, viewers, so we won't be going for a ride today, but nevertheless, if I just wait here, we can get a view of the train coming in. And here it is. Excellent. Don't remember these too well, but Austerity is a name that I am familiar with. I don't think they make buses anymore. I could be wrong about that. This one dates to about 1998. Imagine they want to do this up at some stage. And actually, it's one of the first ones of this National Express West Midlands branding, which was all over the trains at the time, wasn't it? I think this sort of at some point in the 2000s. I can't remember, viewers. History of public transport is not what you come for on my channel. That sort of thing is left to other people. Maybe Jago Hazard or somebody like that. Right, I think that is it from Wythall Transport Museum, although I still have to drive a very nice Rover Sport. So that would be fun. Thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and leave a comment below, and this was particularly shambolic, and I do apologise.